Have you ever truly pondered what becomes of your soul the moment your body yields to slumber? What if I were to tell you that when your eyes finally close, you aren't fading into nothingness, but are actually drawing nearer to a realm that most people never even imagined could exist? Edgar Cayce, one of the most celebrated spiritual visionaries of the 20th century, spent years delving into the mysteries that unfold during those hallowed hours between nightfall and sunrise. And what he uncovered may forever change the way you perceive sleep. Because here lies a truth that the majority of people overlook. When you drift off to sleep, your soul does not. While your physical body finds its rest, something remarkable is taking place in dimensions invisible to the naked eye. But before we dive in, please take a moment to hit the like button and share where in the world you're tuning in from today. It's always wonderful to see who's joining us from different corners of the globe. And if you haven't done so yet, be sure to press that subscribe button and activate the notification bell so you never miss any of our upcoming videos. Now consider this for a moment. Every single night you shut your eyes and slip into a state of complete vulnerability. Your conscious mind loosens its hold. Your defenses drop away, and for hours you inhabit a space suspended between the physical and the spiritual. Has this ever happened to you? You climb into bed weighed down by worry, anxiety, perhaps even fear. And yet somehow, when morning arrives, you awaken feeling lighter, more at peace, as though something or someone had been quietly laboring through the night to lift your burdens. Edgar Cayce revealed something that challenges the very foundation of how we understand rest. He discovered that sleep is not a cessation of activity, but rather the awakening of something far deeper. The spiritual realm does not withdraw when you close your eyes. It draws closer. The heavens become remarkably active at the very moment the world around you falls silent. There is a reason the ancient scriptures tell of divine encounters within dreams, of angels manifesting in the darkness, of truths unveiled only through slumber. But what truly takes place while you lie unconscious? What powers stir when your body is motionless, yet your soul stays wide awake? Stay with me to the very end, because what you are about to learn may entirely transform the way you approach sleep tonight. Cayce taught that the instant you drift off, a bridge emerges between the physical dimension you occupy during waking life and the divine realm that exists beyond human awareness. Your guardian angel, yes, you have one, moves remarkably close during those hours, not as some remote cosmic witness, but as an active, shielding presence posted directly at your side. Scripture itself assures us that God charges his angels to watch over you in all your ways. Yet here is what most people fail to grasp. This protection grows stronger during sleep, because that is when you are most vulnerable. When the soul loosens its hold on the body, when fears hidden deep in the subconscious start to rise, when invisible spiritual conflicts try to penetrate your awareness, that is the very moment heaven answers with its most powerful intervention. So what precisely does your guardian angel do while you sleep? The reality is far more active, far more personal, and far more protective than you might suppose. The first thing your guardian angel does as you slip into sleep is something most people would never expect. They do not withdraw, they do not diminish, they advance. Your angel becomes a sentinel, a devoted guardian stationed at the boundary between your vulnerability and the unseen forces that travel through the night. This is no passive watch kept from afar. This is active, deliberate, unwavering presence. While your body rests and your conscious mind surrenders control, your guardian angel remains completely awake, completely vigilant, watching over every breath you draw. Consider what this truly implies. You spend approximately a third of your existence asleep, entirely oblivious to your environment, vulnerable in ways you simply never are during your waking life. Yet each morning you awaken whole, unharmed, frequently feeling restored. That isn't mere coincidence. That is divine protection working quietly beneath the surface of your awareness. Edgar Cayce grasped this concealed reality profoundly. He understood that angels are not ornamental beings floating somewhere above the clouds. They are ministering spirits actively tending to those who walk the path toward spiritual awakening and salvation. But this is where the transformation reaches even greater depths. Your guardian angel doesn't simply shield your physical body from danger. They safeguard something far more valuable, your inner peace. Have you ever observed how nighttime seems to magnify everything? How concerns that felt manageable by day suddenly become unbearable once the lights fade. How fears speak more loudly. How doubts press down with greater weight. How the mind spirals through scenarios that never once entered your thoughts while the sun still shone. If this kind of message resonates with your spirit, press that subscribe button so you won't miss the deeper revelations we uncover here. This channel exists for seekers who desire more than surface-level spirituality. Spiritual teachers throughout the ages have taught that darkness is when negative forces grow most aggressive, not because the night itself carries evil, but because it is when human beings are most exposed. Your defenses have dropped. Your rational mind has released its hold. And within that opening, anxious thoughts, haunting memories, and destructive patterns attempt to embed themselves in your consciousness. This is exactly why heaven answers with heightened protection during these hours. Your guardian angel doesn't simply stand watch at the edges. They step onto the battlefield of your mind. They tenderly redirect restless thoughts. They calm the tempest stirring within your soul. They lead you away from anxious thoughts and toward trust, away from fear and toward surrender. This is the peace that Scripture describes, the peace that surpasses all understanding. It doesn't arise from sheer willpower or positive thinking. It flows from an angelic presence actively working to calm the parts of you that you cannot settle on your own. The significance of this is profound once you truly comprehend it. Every night as you sleep, there is a conscious, loving intelligence laboring on your behalf, opening space for rest, for healing, for revelation. Now, I want to delve even deeper into this mystery because what unfolds next during your sleep is even more extraordinary. Write in the comments, "I believe in divine protection." If this speaks to you, there's a phenomenon that nearly everyone has experienced yet few can explain. You fall into bed, bearing the weight of the world on your shoulders. Your mind races with worries about decisions you must make, problems you can't resolve, fears you can't shake. You toss and turn for a while until exhaustion finally drags you under. Then morning comes. You open your eyes and something has changed. The anxiety that felt overwhelming just hours earlier has somehow grown lighter. The problems remain the same, but your perspective has shifted. You feel calmer, more clear-headed, as though someone reached into your chest while you slept and loosened the knots you couldn't untie yourself. Most people credit this transformation to sleep itself, to the body's natural process of restoration. But Edgar Cayce revealed a hidden truth that changes everything. That peace you awaken with didn't emerge from unconsciousness alone. It came from conscious intervention. Your guardian angel labored through those dark hours, moving across the landscape of your mind and spirit, gently dismantling the walls of fear, softening the sharp edges of anxiety, and making room for trust to return. This is the meaning behind the scripture that declares, "In peace I will lie down and sleep. For you alone, Lord, make me dwell in safety." That safety is not passive. It is actively created, sustained, and protected by forces operating behind the scenes while you rest. But this is where the journey deepens in a truly remarkable way. Your guardian angel does more than simply quiet your restless mind. They do something most people would never imagine possible. While you sleep, while you remain completely unaware, your angel stands before God's throne and presents your case. Consider the weight of that for a moment. Every prayer you began but could not finish because the words escaped you. Every plea for help that lodged in your throat because the pain ran too deep to express. Every silent tear that fell when you were too shattered to even form a thought. None of it goes unnoticed. None of it is wasted. Your guardian angel collects all those unspoken fears, those concealed wounds, those desperate whispers you could never quite give voice to, and carries them straight into the divine presence. They intercede for you when you have no idea intercession is even taking place. This is why some of the most powerful answers to prayer arrive not while you are on your knees pleading for a breakthrough. They come while you are sleeping, while you have fully surrendered control, while heaven is moving in ways your waking mind could never arrange. The revelations that reshape your thinking, the clarity that illuminates your next step, the peace that transforms your entire outlook. These often arrive not through striving, but through rest. Edgar Cayce taught that we greatly underestimate the spiritual activity unfolding during sleep. We regard it as downtime, as emptiness, as nothing. But in truth, it is everything. It is the time when heaven gains full access to work in regions of your soul that remain guarded and fortified during your waking hours. Your angel knows precisely what you need, even when you yourself do not. They know which burdens to lift, which wounds to mend, which questions to carry before God on your behalf. Yet even beyond all of this, something more is unfolding during those sacred hours. Leave a comment saying, "My prayers are heard." If this is stirring something genuine within you, there is another layer to this nighttime protection that reveals just how deliberate and purposeful your guardian angel truly is. Dreams. Across the entire span of human history, dreams have been acknowledged as a holy channel of communication between heaven and earth. Consider the defining moments in Scripture where God spoke directly through dreams. Jacob beheld a ladder stretching into the heavens, with angels climbing up and down upon it. Joseph received warnings that preserved his family. Daniel was granted visions that shaped the destiny of nations. These were not random bursts of neural activity during REM sleep. These were divine revelations delivered through a doorway that opens only when the conscious mind loosens its hold. If this message has stirred something real within you, go ahead and press that like button. It tells me we are connecting on what truly matters. But here is the hidden truth that transforms everything about how you understand your own dreams. Not every dream is divine. Not every image that passes through your sleeping mind originates from heaven. Your subconscious is a vast and intricate landscape where memories, fears, desires, and spiritual influences all intersect. And that is exactly why your guardian angel watches over the gateway. They stand at the threshold of your mind like a filter, like a vigilant gatekeeper deciding what is permitted through and what is turned away. Darkness seeks access to that vulnerable space. Negative forces would eagerly plant seeds of fear, confusion, and deception while your defenses are lowered. But they cannot get past your angel. Your guardian angel permits only what your soul can handle, only what serves your spiritual journey, only what aligns with divine purpose. This is protection functioning at the most deeply personal level one could imagine. It goes beyond merely shielding your body from physical danger. It encompasses safeguarding your mind from spiritual invasion, your heart from manipulation, and your future from destructive thought patterns that might embed themselves while you lie unconscious. The weight of this guardianship is overwhelming when you truly stop to think about it. Every choice you make, every path you pursue in life is shaped by what you believe, what frightens you, and what you've absorbed as truth. And so much of that formation occurs during sleep, within dreams, in those still hours when your rational defenses are dormant. This is why certain mornings you awaken with inexplicable clarity. You weren't consciously working through a problem, yet suddenly the solution is there, perfectly clear, as though someone placed it before you while you rested. Or you rise with a caution, a gentle yet unmistakable feeling that you shouldn't proceed with a particular decision, shouldn't place your trust in a certain individual, shouldn't venture down a specific road. You can't pinpoint where the understanding originated, but you know with certainty it's genuine. These are gifts delivered through the protective lens of your guardian angel. Divine communications that reached you precisely because your angel kept the channel unobstructed. The interference was neutralized. The revelation could settle safely into your awareness. Edgar Cayce grasped this more deeply than most. He recognized that sleep isn't merely rest. It's preparation. It's transformation unfolding behind the curtain. It's heaven transmitting wisdom, warnings, comfort, and guidance straight into your spirit. When your analytical mind can't debate or push back, your guardian angel ensures those transmissions arrive whole, undistorted, untouched by forces that would corrupt their meaning. And still, even with all this protection, all this intervention, there remains one further dimension of your guardian angel's purpose that may be the most powerful of all. Type 1. If you receive divine guidance in the comments, especially if this is opening your eyes to something you have always felt but never quite understood. Perhaps the most liberating insight Edgar Cayce ever shared about guardian angels is this: they are not offended by your weakness, they are drawn to it. Let that truly sink in. On those nights when you are so exhausted, so defeated, So spiritually drained that you collapse into bed without uttering a single prayer? Your guardian angel does not withdraw in disappointment. They do not fold their arms and look away because you failed to follow the right ritual. They understand your humanity in ways you do not even understand it yourself. They know that faith rises and falls, that strength fades, that sometimes you become so consumed by the demands of life that you forget God entirely for long stretches. And in those very moments when you feel furthest from the divine, when your spiritual path feels as though it has stalled or even gone backward, your guardian angel remains, steadfast, unwavering, still watching over you with the same devoted attention as when your faith was at its strongest. This challenges a mindset so many people carry, the belief that divine protection is something you must earn through perfect behavior, consistent prayer, and flawless spiritual performance. But that is not how heaven works. Your guardian angel's assignment is not conditional on your strength. It is designed specifically for your weakness. Consider the impact this has on how you approach sleep itself. You do not have to go to bed with guilt pressing on your conscience because you were not spiritual enough today. You do not have to lie awake wondering whether heaven has abandoned you because you stumbled, doubted, or forgot to pray. Your guardian angel is there regardless. They see the entire journey, not just this one difficult day. They understand the battles you are fighting that no one else can see, the choices you're struggling with, the transformation you're moving through, even when it doesn't feel like forward motion. But here's where this takes on even deeper meaning. Edgar Cayce uncovered something that continues to fascinate spiritual seekers to this day. Sleep, that state in which you feel most unconscious and disconnected, is actually when your guardian angel's presence grows strongest, not weaker, but more powerful. During your waking hours, your ego, your analytical mind, your compulsion to control everything builds walls between you and the spiritual realm. But when you drift into sleep, all those defenses melt away. The barriers fall, and in that sacred openness, heaven draws nearer than it ever could while you're conscious. This means that tonight, the moment just before you close your eyes, carries more weight than you've likely ever realized. It's not merely the close of your day, it's a doorway you're stepping through into a space where divine activity grows more intense. You can hurry past it, treating sleep as nothing more than a biological requirement, or you can pause, even for a single breath, and recognize what's about to unfold. A quiet whisper is enough. Thank you for watching over me. That's all it takes to forge a conscious link with the unseen protection that works on your behalf, whether you acknowledge it or not. You may never glimpse your guardian angel with physical eyes, but heaven sees you with perfect clarity. And as you sleep tonight, you are not alone in the darkness. You are shielded with tireless vigilance. You are steered toward the revelations your soul requires. You are deeply, profoundly loved by forces that move far beyond anything human understanding can fully comprehend. Now, as we bring this journey full circle, there's one last truth that weaves everything together. Comment, "I am protected," if you're starting to see sleep in an entirely new way. And if you stayed all the way to the end, I want you to understand that's no coincidence. There's a reason this message reached you at this precise moment in your journey. The truths we've explored together, about what unfolds while you sleep, about the protection that surrounds you in your most vulnerable hours, about the divine presence that never leaves you even when you feel utterly alone. These aren't merely fascinating spiritual ideas. They're realities with the power to fundamentally change the way you move through life. If this content stirred something deep within you, if it revealed dimensions of reality you've always sensed but could never quite grasp, then I'd love for you to subscribe to this channel. This is a space where we uncover hidden truths that transform not only what you believe, but how you experience your connection with the divine. Every video is created to draw you closer to those revelations that change everything. And leave a comment right now saying, "This message was meant for me, so I know you were here. So I know it landed exactly where it needed to." Your words help build a community of seekers all walking the same path toward deeper understanding. Hit that like button as well, because it tells me we're connecting on something real, something that matters beyond mere entertainment. It also helps this message find others who need to hear it just as much as you did. And listen, there's a video right here that takes this even further into territory you'll want to explore. Click on it and continue with me over there, because the journey doesn't end here. There's so much more waiting for you. Thank you for being here. Sleep well tonight, knowing you are watched over. I'll see you in the next one.